What's going on, everybody? It's your man Kevin Polite here, back at it on Beauty in the City. Got a special guest today. I'm telling you, this is something worth watching. See you in a second. All right, as I promised, we got some fire today. So hey, without further ado, I want to come up with the best introduction, but there's no introduction to this. So I'm going to have Miss Destiny, first of all, tell her exactly what she does, exactly what she has. Destiny has her own product, everyone. She's gone to shows. She's proven to America that her stuff works. So without further ado, round the applause. Everybody say what's up to Miss Destiny. Destiny, what's going on, ma'am?
Hey, thank you for having me today.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, the purpose for today, I wanted to bring you in because, I don't have too many people that come to this podcast that has their own product, a successful product at that. I know there's a lot of people out there in the world that, hey, I want to one day do make my own product. One day I want to put it on a beauty supply store. One day I want to, become this celebrity that has their own product. And you're doing all the right things, in my opinion. So tell America about yourself. What's going on with Destiny?
So my name is Destiny Bullock. I am the owner of Diamond Dior Hair Kollections. We are located in North Dallas off of 75 in Richardson area. And I own an all-natural hair care line.
Nice. So when you say all-natural hair care line, define that for those who don't really know.
So basically, all of the products are made alcohol-free, they're sulfate-free, and they are basically for women who are natural. We as Black women are sensitive about our hair, let me say that.
Of course.
And certain products will strip our hair and dry our hair out. And that comes from the alcohol that is in a lot of different products and a lot of the other things that they don't mention that are in the products. And so everything is made with all natural ingredients, meaning it's going to nourish the hair, it's going to hydrate the hair, it's going to grow the hair.
What made you start? What made you come up with your name brand? And what made you do this?
So I was at a particular job and things wasn't working out. I needed to take off for a lot of different reasons.
Okay.
And so I realized I was just a number. I was just a body there. And so when I realized that, I was like, okay, the time and dedication that I'm putting in building a company's brand or, their money, I can basically do that on my own for myself. And so I love hair. When I was in school, I used to do hair a lot. And so I just felt like I can come up with my own thing. I can do my own thing. And so it came with a lot of research, a lot of knowledge, losing a lot of money throughout the process, but I was able to come up with it. My name starts with a D. My birthstone is a diamond. I feel like diamonds are the top of the line. So I chose the word diamond, and then I just added Dior Hair Kollections along with it. I also chose to put my face on the logo as well, as because I want you to know who you're buying it from, who's the owner behind it, who made it. I had a hand in it, so I want you to know that this is all me when you see it.
All right. So who's one of your motivators? I mean, obviously, you had to see something or see someone come up with a product and you said, I could do that or I could do it better.
I don't know who I would say influenced me. I just know that I wanted to make a difference and be someone who could stand out, I would say, in my family. So I'm the oldest. I try to lead by example the best way I know how. I have a lot of younger cousins that are up and coming entrepreneurs as well. And so I just figured if I could do something on my own, I needed to stick with it and see it all the way through. And so that's what I'm doing. And that's just kind of how I just ran with it.
Okay. So I have some of the product here. I mean, we've got a shampoo, a conditioner, a mousse, growth sperm, lace. We got lace tint spray. We got a stick. We even have, this is probably the number one seller right here, guys. This is the lace glue. She emphasized the lace glue, like that's like the number one thing. What's so special about your lace glue?
So I would say, in particular with my lace glue, it's a little bit lighter. It doesn't come out thick as I would say bold hold in reference to is because that's one of the number one go-tos in the hair industry as far as gluing lace down, keeping it in place and things of that nature. So the difference with mine is it dries faster, it holds longer, and it's a little bit lighter. It's not as thick. It's because when it comes to laying glue down, you have to do it in layers. And you do it in layers so that you can get a tight fit when you're laying down the hairpiece.
Yeah. So, is there anybody that you know that used it and gave you nothing but praises about it?
Shout out to David Torrey. He is a
David
celebrity. Yes, absolutely. He's a
shout
celebrity hairstylist. He's used my product. Shout out to James Black. He's used it as well. And I've had a couple of other hairstylists that has used it, and they really, really like it.
Wow, man, shit, that's solid. I've read a lot of things that Mr. Torrey has done. I mean, he's well known in Dallas. I mean, he's that's a solid blessing to be involved in stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So why? I mean, the beauty industry. Okay, so there's a lot of people out here in the DFW that's in the beauty industry. What makes you think? Why do you think the beauty industry is so powerful?
That's a great question. One, because hair is popular.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair is your crown that you never take off. Yeah. And sometimes your crown may slip, but we can adjust that crown, right? Absolutely. So let's say, let's use this for instance, if you're all natural and you don't want to put a lot of different chemicals in your hair, there may be a time you're looking for something different. And if you want to try different, then you can go and you can have a wig that you could put on. And if you want it for longevity, you could glue it down, or you can do glueless and you could take it off at the end of the night just to do, something different, just to change it up a little bit. Yeah. So I just feel like, to me, the hair industry is an industry that's never going to die. You could do a lot of different things with hair, whether you're adding to it, whether you're cutting it, whether you're rocking the braids, or you're just, natural with twists. There's a lot of different things you can do with the hair.
Yeah. So if you were to, I don't know, have your own business, I mean, obviously have your own business. So if you had your own store and you carried this whole line, what challenges do you think that others would have to be within the position you're in right now? What I mean by that, I know there's other people out there that are wanting to, let's just say, I'm going to pick one product, a hair mousse. No one could just go out there and say, hey, I'm going to create a hair mousse. So what are some of the challenges that you've gone through to get to where you're at right now?
I would say that, first of all, you need to be able to, I would say, get with a really dope chemist.
Okay.
That is number one, is because you can play in the kitchen with a lot of different chemicals and things of that nature. Shea butter, for instance, if you're melting shea butter, but it's not at the right temperature, it gets clunky. Or you can melt it to a certain extent to where it separates and it's like gritty, feeling and things like that. So you have to have the right measurements. You have to have all of the right, I would say, ingredients you need to successfully create that product. And so that's really big. And so you could lose out on a lot of money like that, or you can find you a chemist, get with that chemist, see what it is that you're after, whether you want a floral scent, a light scent, no scent at all. People have allergies, so you have to be mindful of a lot of different things when creating the right product. So I would say that would be some of the challenges, as well as your design, the bottles, the things that go into making and creating the labels, and, just a lot of that stuff. As an entrepreneur, we face a lot of different challenges simply because you could sell 30 products this week and then next week you have no sales at all.
Tell me about it. Shoot, tell me about it. Life of business. So, have you been in Dallas all your life?
So I'm originally from Tyler, Texas. I moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area when I was around 11 years old. And then as I got older, I moved to Dallas kind of like on my own, maybe about 10 years ago. But I only started my business about 2.5 years ago. Yeah. And then shortly after I started my business, I was put in a position to be blessed to be able to get a a studio location, which me and my husband share. So one part is A-list photography and the other part is Diamond Dior.
Nice. I met some friends that know a lot of celebrities, like Jonathan. Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan. Jonathan, one day I need you here, Jonathan. Jonathan's a good guy. I mean, I don't know him personally. I know a lot of great things about him. He's worked with a lot of customers that I know. But you had experience with Mr. Jonathan at one point, right?
I did. Shout out to Jonathan Right the Right Way. Jonathan is really for his people. He's also located in the middle of downtown Dallas. And he's always looking to help people as well. And so I was lucky enough to able to get my products to Jonathan, and he shouted them out and, told people where to follow me. Jonathan actually gave me a little bit of advice when I got a chance to meet him.
Really?
He was like, how can you be considered the best in the city and I don't know you? He said, if you're the best, I need to know about you. So come see me. And so that's what I did. And then he took the products and told everybody, hey, shout out to Diamond Dior. This is where y'all need to be.
Yeah. Wow, that's strong. That's real strong. Man, this beauty industry, it's crazy. You said it. I actually said it in one of my podcasts. It'll never die. It will never ever die. And so, me owning a beauty supply store, there's so many products. Some people say, this works, this doesn't work, this works. But to have real deal people tell you about your bond, I mean, I'll tell you that I have to have this in my store. I have to. I know for a fact all these other lace glues that I have, and they sell well. I mean, I sell some every day. Every single day. There's ladies that put stuff in their stores, in their hair, and, they claim that it's the best thing. And then I have ladies that tell me, hey, that stuff doesn't work. It doesn't work. It leaves this. It has some type of residue. Does yours, obviously it's probably one of the biggest complaints. Is that something that you master to make sure that other people don't say the same thing?
I wouldn't consider or use the word mastered. It's because I always feel like there's always room for improvement.
But you know the concern though, right?
Right.
Okay.
But my lace glue, it doesn't leave any residue. It doesn't have an odor to it. And when it dries completely clear. It doesn't have any white gunk or buildup or anything like that. Now, when you're removing the lace glue, then I would advise you to use the glue remover. And that will help get and remove all of anything that's left after you remove the hair.
You decided to come up with all this product?
Yes, and I'm still building.
What's next?
So next, I'm working on a beard oil for men. I don't want the men to feel like I forget about them because they're important as well. So I'm working on that. And then I have another product coming out, and it's going to be called, it's basically like a silk serum. So it puts you in the mind of BioSilk. So when ladies go to get a natural press, so you would apply that on the hair. And so it helps reduce the heat that's being put on the hair to keep it from drying out. And it's going to be called Wake Me Up. And you can also use Wake Me Up to revive bundles as well. So after a woman wears hair for so long, if she doesn't comb it or brush it out properly, it could tangle. And so to help keep from losing hair or shedding or breaking it when you comb through it, you can use the Wake Me Up serum, and it'll help bring the bundles back to life.
Wow. That's impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, your brain must work all the time. I mean, I could ask what made you choose each product, but I mean, I know that's a long story. But hey, man, shout out to you. I mean, this is impressive. I mean, most people only focus on one thing, but you trying to focus on every aspect of the game.
I just want to be able to provide and give people a little some of everything. I don't want to just be able to cater to women, although that's how it started. But everything your local beauty supply carry, I want to be able to provide for the people, because you have to wash your hair at some point. You have to moisturize your hair at some point. You have to comb your hair at some point. So we offer detangling brushes, shampoo, conditioner, edge control that doesn't leave any white residue, which is a number one complaint also women find when trying to wear ponytails or let their edges down. A lot of those edge controls dry with the white residue. And so Grow Serum, we all want to grow our hair naturally, healthy, the right way. If you haven't noticed, there have been a lot of recalls going around, for different hair care products that have been used for certain ingredients that they did not mention that have been harmful to women. And so that's one of the things that, is scary, is because as a child coming up, my mom permed my hair. So you mean to tell me I've been getting perms, my whole life, and now the same perms you was using on my hair, it's a recall on it. Like, what? Now, do I need to have something to worry about? And so I just want to make sure that with what I'm creating and what I'm bringing to the table, you don't have to be worried about it. You don't have to worry about, is my hair going to fall out? Is it going to dry the hair out? Is it damaging to me? No, it's going to be healthy for you. It's going to grow your hair. It's not going to, just necessarily grow what you have. The difference between my Grow Serum and a lot of other ones, it gets down off in that root and grows that follicle out. Yeah. So, there was another brand, I can't think of it off the top of my head, that was really, really popular on the market. It was in pure form. It would grow your hair, but it was thinning out the hair as it grew. And that's not something that I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that we got deep down in there and it stimulates that follicle and it grows it so that it comes out healthy.
Wow, that's strong. So did you recently come from somewhere? I mean, where you coming back from?
Yeah, so
tell me the story, because I heard great things about it.
Yeah, so I actually got an opportunity to go to Bronner Brothers Hair Show down in New Orleans.
Where is that? You gotta say it. You gotta say it loud.
New Orleans. It was down in New Orleans.
Okay.
And that was a wonderful experience. I have different things on my list that, I want to accomplish, and that was one of those things. And so the door kind of opened for me to be able to go, and it was an experience like no other. I got to meet a lot of different celebrities. I got to meet a lot of different hairstylists. I got to network with a lot of different people. And it was a beautiful opportunity to just be able to see a lot of Black people in one area that, was about their business.
Absolutely. Who was the number one celebrity that made a difference during your visit?
I would say Ms. Jessica Dupart Harris. She's known as the owner of Kaleidoscope Hair Care, one of the number one hair care.
The whole United States knows who she is. Absolutely. How did y'all meet? What did y'all talk about?
So she was there. She was a guest judge for the hair battle show. And I just thought that it would be a great idea to introduce myself and give her some of my products. And you may ask yourself, well, why would you want to give her some of your products and she on her own, right?
Right, exactly.
It's just, I wanted her to understand that I'm also an up-and-coming Black-owned business, and I want to see what it's like to be at the top as well with helping my people. And I followed her story for a long time, and so I just wanted her to know, is it okay if I have a minute of your time? Granted, the fact that it was hard to get to her because her security detail was not budging.
I was gonna say, so you mean to tell me you just went to her and said, "Hi,
no,
I'm Destiny"?
No, it wasn't like that at all. When the hair battle was over, she got ready to leave, and there was people asking could they take pictures with her and things of that nature. And so I was standing there, and I was trying to get to her, but it was so many other people, it was hard. And I remember at one point I kind of like turned to my husband. I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." He's like, "No, you got this. You can do it." So I tapped her security detail. Granted the fact you probably not even supposed to touch him, but I tapped him like 3 times. I'm like, hey, he didn't budge. He didn't turn around. And I looked at my husband. I'm like, he's not moving. Mm-hmm. He said it's not his job to move. He's not supposed to take his eyes off her. Right. He said, if you want her attention, you get her attention. And I was like, okay, boo. I said, excuse me, Miss Jessica. And she turned around. And then at that point, it was like, boom, that's your opportunity, So I was just like, hey, I introduced herself. I'm like, hey, my name is Destiny. I'm the owner of Diamond Dior Hair Kollections. Can I give you something? She's like, you want to give me something? I'm like, yeah. So I handed her a bag of my products. And I just told her basically in a sense of, when you're considered to be the underdog because people don't know you, you have to, surround yourself with winners. You have to put yourself in a position to associate yourself with people who are top tier. And I just wanted her to know, I know you own a multi-billion-dollar company, but just know I'm going to get there too one day. And I want you to remember who I am. So can I give you these products? And she said, you know what? You're absolutely right. I'm going to be watching. Wow. And that's all it took. And she was like, you want a picture? I said, no. But I'll take a picture of you with my stuff.
And she did it?
And she did it.
You got it posted right now?
Mm-hmm. It's posted on my Instagram.
Gee, that's powerful. Man, I'm telling you, man, I mean, the opportunities come and people don't even understand when the opportunity comes. You got to attack that opportunity. I've been in a lot of situations, and thank goodness, I am shy. But when it's time for me not to be shy, I execute. And execution is something that people tend to lack. You can have the greatest ideas. You could talk about anything you want to do, because there's a lot of things I want to do in life, but I just talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. But execution is something that is, you can't be trained on it. No one could tell you about it. It's all in the brain. And so I applaud you for having the audacity to talk to a multi-millionaire that is surrounded by top flight security. I mean, let somebody just come across her and just do anything wrong, it's going down. And I mean, she had TV shows. I mean, she is the brat. I mean, hey, she knows what she's doing. She knows how to make money. And for you to have the courage to say hello, I mean, you never know where it might take you. I mean, do you have any other opportunities to see her again, or?
So I don't know if I have any other opportunities right now. My biggest focus is just continuing to work on my brand, continue to expand my brand, and just let people know who I am, where I'm located, and, how they can find me, is because I want the world to know about Diamond Dior.
Right.
The object of the game is to make Diamond Dior the new household brand. Like, if you don't have these products in your bathroom, something wrong. I need you to have these products.
Well, that's going to be my goal as well. I want to make sure everyone that's watching, everyone that's listening, to know about these products. We need to put them in beauty supply stores, Black-owned beauty supply stores. We need to have access to people to put the dollar, the Black dollar, in the right circle. Everyone needs to know about these products. And it's funny how I met you. It was at Arlington Black Chamber of Commerce. I meet your husband, I meet you, and it was like, stay right there. You need to meet my wife. I was like, okay. People don't just say, stay right there. I need you to meet my wife. And so we say, what's up? Hey, I'm Kevin Polite. I own a beauty supply store and Unique Image in Arlington. And, I just did my spiel. And then when she told me about your product, again, I have people that tell me all the time, I have this, I have that, but they're not ready. And the first thing I look at when I see people's products, first off, are you legal? Do you have your LLC? Do you have your patents and stuff? Because I'm not going to be that guy that puts someone's product in my store and all of a sudden something bad happens because you didn't include your ingredients and it caused someone to, I don't know, I hate to say it, die. I'm not getting sued. You know what I'm saying? But if you come correct, hey, I have my ingredients, I have my products, I have my LLC, this is all patent, this is me. That is the only way you come correct with any beauty supply owner, any of them. And so I can understand why some of the, and I hate to say the Asians, I can understand why they don't approve a lot of people's product. It's because a lot of people, they just to say, hey, I mixed some stuff up, put the stuff together, put it in a bottle that I got from ABC Warehouse. I'm going to put it on the shelf and hopefully it sells. It grows your hair. It grows this. I mean, there's a lot of people that say that, but you got to take the extra step to prove it. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got solid proof. So shout out to you, your company, and everything what you're doing. That's a solid blessing. That really is, man. I know some people who have some stuff, but I don't know anyone that has a shampoo, a conditioner, a lace glue. I mean, it has every product. I got rows of every single thing that you have right now, and only maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are Black owned. Everyone's making money. You deserve to be on that shelf. You really do. I mean, I know for a fact you're gonna be a millionaire one day, and you just
that's the plan. But I will say this. First of all, shout out to my husband, Melvin Bullock Jr. of A-List Photography. He's very hard on me. Let me say that. He's always like, make sure.
You said he's hard on you?
Yes.
Okay.
He's always making sure, like, make sure you got your stuff together. I tease him a lot and I call him Shark Tank. It's because when I have an idea and I go to present it to him, he'd be like, okay, well, if this is what you want to do, how much money is it going to cost you? how many people, if I say I want to throw an event, how many people is it going to cover? You know, what is this? What is that? He's always making sure that I'm like together.
Right.
And so actually, I'm not even really a talker. I like to sit back and be quiet, and I like to watch the scene and scope everything out. But he's like, if you're going to be a business owner, you never know who you may run into. You never know who's in that room. Somebody in that room can change your life. So you need to make sure you get out and you network with people. You tell them who you are. You make them remember you. So I would say that has a big hand in a lot of stuff that I do, and a lot of doors that, you know, maybe possibly opening for me is because if I would continue to sit back and keep my mouth shut and not even speak or not even say anything, nobody would really know who I am.
Right. Yeah, I agree. They say it, closed mouths don't get fed. Does he say that to you?
Yes.
Okay. Closed mouths do not get fed. I'll continue to tell you that any day. Hey, I got ideas. I got more things I have in mind. But again, if I don't say anything, to dream, it ain't going to happen. You know, I've got so many things in mind. I say, hey, dream. Hey, what do you think about this? Nah. Okay, what do you think about this? Okay, you might got something, and then you just come up with a plan. I mean, that's a shout out to my boy Dream, man. He always got something good, something positive going on. But anyway, let's get back to the subject. But anyways, hey, Beauty in the City it's all about showing everyone in the city what we're all about. This business, golly, it's just crazy, man. I mean, this business is just something that I just never really thought. It's not seasonal. It's nothing. It's always going. Women are always going to take care of themselves. Men are always going to take care of themselves. So I want to ask you more about, more where you came from. You said in Tyler, Texas.
Right.
How did you get to Dallas? What brought you? Why did you go to Tyler, Texas?
So I was born in Tyler. I still have family in Tyler. And then my mom decided to come this direction for more income. Okay. Tyler is a little country town. And so
I know.
It's a difference when you live in the country versus living in the city. The city life was a lot faster. There was more financial opportunities for my mother. So my mother and my aunts moved and relocated this way. And then once they got stable, they came back. And then my mom brought me and my brother back here.
Well, we're going to let the people know more about you here in just a second. There's got to be more to you. Not only that, I want to make sure everyone knows exactly who you are, but give me just a second, guys. We'll be right back. We got more information. Beauty in the City. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Destiny with Diamond Dior Hair Collection. She has probably the finest products here in the city, man. Everyone needs to reach out, look for her, check her out online. You've got to find this product. I got my man Dream. He's in the house tonight. What's up, big dog?
What's going on? Honor and privilege to be here with the queen.
Man, Dream. I was just talking to her. She has her own collection. Almost every type of product that a beauty supply store carries.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Let's go.
Man, I'm telling you, this is just something that I had to bring her in today. I mean, and I'm so blessed and honored to see her. But we were discussing, man, she's from a small town from Tyler, Texas. Shout out to all my people. I do know some solid people in Tyler.
How long is that from here? Like 2 hours?
It's a 2-hour drive.
Okay,
If
so
I'm stopping, it's cut down to half though.
oh, okay. Speed demon. Let's go.
Speed demon.
Yeah.
So, she was telling us about, her products, all the stuff she's gone through. I mean, all the goods, the bads, the celebrities that's proven that her products work and has definitely, and uses her products all the time. So, man, I got a wild question, and when I was talking to you, I meant to ask you this a long time ago, but let me ask you this. You have a chemist that makes your products. Now, I could find barbers, I could find hairstylists, I could find makeup artists, but how do you find a chemist?
Oh yeah, they out there.
Boy.
Oh yeah, now we getting in the kitchen with it. We going deep.
How do you find someone that knows what they're doing in the kitchen?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that it took a lot of research, and I will be honest with you guys. In order to find, I'm gonna say, the right person, sometimes you gotta know the right people. So
The plug.
there we go.
Got to get a plug.
And that's exactly what it was. To be honest with you, so I'm in a lot of different hair groups, and I do know of a lot of different people. And so there's a particular celebrity stylist who I can't name, down in Atlanta, that I pretty much said, hey, I see what you're doing. I see what you got going on. I know where you're going with this. So I actually paid them for a list for basically, so they have a certain list of names where they have clients that go to for specific hair for certain celebrities. Let me say that.
Right.
And in that list was the chemist. And so I paid that stylist for that list, and it was a pretty penny.
Yeah.
And it came with some of the top hair companies that are out there, and it came with the right chemist. And so with that being said, you have to sample some of those products. You have to be able to get with that chemist and say, hey, this is the direction I'm going in. These are the scents that I'm interested in. And once you guys get on, the same accord, same page, you go from there, and be hands-on.
So it gets that detailed to all the way to the set?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
How you want it? She might want her joint be vanilla. She might want that almond. She want that color. Someone want that color on there. You know what I'm saying? So, it's very deep, and I want to chime in on what you just said as far as, basically relationships in this game. And that's the thing that's why we, shout out to KP doing this thing, Beauty in the City podcast. I came up to him, and I just, and shout out to your husband, man, my brother in the building. I said, KP, because I'm an entrepreneur coach, right? Certified by Dr. Eric Thomas, ET Hip Hop Preacher. I said, KP, how you gonna take over? And he will. He's gonna be a multi-millionaire. Is the people have to know you are here. Mm-hmm. That's gonna make you drive past 7 other beauty supply stores to purchase with KP because of who he is and what he represents. And that's what you just did, and that plug, and you shout out to you investing in that. There's a lot of people like, nah, cool, but you paid for that plug.
You get in.
Sometimes you got to pay to play. Or sometimes, because you've been playing so long, another player be like, yo, I got you. And that's when it started happening. I was looking at a documentary with Timberland and Missy Elliott and Genuine, because me and Genuine used to kick it back in the day. It ain't like Timberland buys beats from Missy. They trade out beats. Yo, let me get that. Okay, but meanwhile, a beat from Timberlake costs $100,000. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you're in a relationship building process, and I love what your husband said. You gotta open up that mouth. You gotta start talking, overcome that fear. And I want to give you the crown today. Give you your flowers, most definitely, for pursuing your career, keep pushing, betting on you. I'm in love with that, so shout out to you, most definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Boy, I told her we had a good one today.
Oh yeah.
We had a good one.
Yeah, I mean, especially your beauty supply store, you got all these products, you got a whole store. Now, do you have a store locally that your products are in, like all the way through?
So I don't actually have a store, but I do have a location. Actually, me and my husband share a location. One side is Ellis Photography. The other side is Diamond Dior Hair Kollections. So they can come in and almost like in store into my office area, and they can purchase, they can smell it, they can, feel it and things of that nature. Is because I want you to make sure you're happy with what you're buying. And so if you Google me right now and go on there and read some of the reviews, they'll tell you she's very knowledgeable about her products. I just want to make sure that you're happy spending your money. Money is important, and businesses run off of word of mouth. If you have a good experience, you're going to tell somebody.
That's right.
If you have a bad experience, you're going to tell somebody. So that's just pretty much, how I do it.
So, but is your product in another beauty supply store at this second?
No.
Boom. History just been made.
It's done. It's already done, dude.
History.
I've already talked about the display.
Man,
Where I'm gonna slide that over here, And so
That's amazing, man. Shout out to that. Right?
Probably have to. You have to, man. And not only that, profit margin is a profit margin, man. She told me somebody tried to take her bread. I mean, profit margin. Any business is going to ask for a profit. I don't do this for fun. This is not for fun.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a power play. You ready? Okay. You take this play, y'all go ahead and get in the huddle. What I want you to do is you make KP one of your main distributors. His price ain't like everybody else's price, but they got to come to KP because he got the store to ask he the plug. And then we start promoting our beauty in the city. Now you just got KP ordering cake. Because this boy, I seen his, like I do all this marketing now. My brother drops, those products, he be like, bro, have you ever seen the store? It's it ain't no little, it's a little cute. No, my man got a whole situation. And
the bills and situations
give him the good price. That way he can be like, yo, now y'all got to come with me. That's the same thing that, shout out to Allison. She did that with the Black Girl Magic Wine.
Oh, yeah.
So she said, we have a friend that owns 2 7-Elevens over in Arlington. Yeah. And they gave her the dope price, but everybody got to come to Allison to get that. So now you got a whole bunch of KPs doing that. And that's when your business go crazy. But they says he the first one to bet on you. That'll be a good move.
And, the crazy, and I know about business, and I don't even need you work so hard. You pay for investment. You pay for this. I just need a little bit. You give the person a little bit. Yeah. You can have the rest. Keep the price the same. Keep your price the price because they got to give a reason to come see KP at, Unique Image Beauty Supply. Let's just give you an example. You say, hey, this is going to be $9.99. It's still going to be $9.99, just I'm not asking for half, maybe a little piece of it. Volume takes care of everything.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Can I tell you that the volume, some people are more focused on what they make right now. Mm-hmm. It's all about if you're serious about your success, and I'll tell you about any business, if you're serious about your success, volume takes care of everything. It does. You can make money now, be done, but your customer may not come back due to price. You might make your money now and your customer never come back, maybe through your customer service. But volume, if it keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming, your product is going out there and it's being utilized, it makes sense. Yeah. And so then that's the reason why my theory, most, and you may think this as well, I spoke with Dream, and the number one reason why Black-owned businesses fail is because either A, customer service or no knowledge, or prices are too high.
Yeah.
Prices are too high. And so I said, I'm going to eliminate that.
Yeah.
Price is price. If I get it for the same price that Asians do, I'm going to do what I got to do. If their profit margin is this small, but this small ends up being like this, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So volume takes care of everything. So I don't know where you're at. All I know, I have to have your stuff in my store. Not only that, I know 3, 4, 5 other Black-owned beauty supply owners in the DFW. They follow me. Like they're me. They what's Unique Image?
Hey, you should see her husband's face right now. He's like, shout out to you.
But here's the deal. And I told you this earlier. I could sell out this stuff. The fact when they say, hey, is that Diamond Dior? Where's the Diamond Dior section at? You just got to make sure the re-up game is on point. Yeah. The Asians, they got that stuff a lock. Yeah. I mean, a lot. If I ask for, I don't know, 50 wigs, the bigger order, they're going to go, let me give him first, and then we'll holler at him. You know, and that's just how it works. Yeah. So I say, why am I going through this stuff where us have the same product, just a different label, got a wonderful logo, face, they can tell you exactly where the money's going to. I'd rather support that. I'd rather support that all day long. I have no desire to say no to you. No desire. So I'm just letting you know right now, any of the ladies that work for me, you just call it a day.
Oh, so this the one that reached out on social media?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I write in social media, and you hit me up, and I was acting as him. Hey, I can help.
Yeah.
But what happens is that's another segue.
But this is just the beginning.
It's about to happen with you, right? And everybody need to understand this. You can do so much by yourself. Thank God you got an amazing husband. But it's when your greatness comes when you have a team. Like you try to knock somebody else with a finger. You're gonna break your finger. But you bring 5 fingers together, watch what that fist do. So with that being said, you have a team. God has shifted you to have a team. Now look what you're doing. You're walking in your favor. I don't know what you did at first. You bet on you. It was scary. God said walk on water. You start walking. You focused on him. You and your husband start walking together, which is amazing. Shout out to the dynamic duo. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole power couple right there. You keep walking, and the universe, God, everything else is going to come right there for you. You just got to listen, because sometimes eliminate all distractions. Get that team together. Positive vibrations. Anybody who has negative energy, negative vibrations, I say I'm allergic to negativity.
All the time.
Straight up. I'm allergic. Like real talk. Like I can't eat shrimp or shellfish. I'm really like, I have an allergic reaction. If I sense negative vibrations, I can feel it. Like, yep, I can't do that. So bring those and command that, because God will bring it to you. But also eliminate things that are not of you. Not of God. Not to put my belief on you. I don't know where you at with that. But that's just what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Because, he'll take care of the rest. We're not God. Our job is not to figure out how. He got the how. Your job is to keep walking, keep going. And then it'll happen. Manifest everything that you want.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And I totally believe that. And it's so funny that you said that, simply because my husband solely believes that we are greater in numbers. That's what he says to me all the time. And he's always said to me, you should really build your team. You should really, do this. You should really do that. And I'm like,
smart man.
It's the brand is my baby, right? And so my response to him was, nobody's going to care for my brand the way that I care for my brand.
Exactly.
That sounds like, I know that.
And he's like, but how do you know, what else is out there or what else you can achieve if you don't, get some more people on your team?
Here's a life learned lesson for any entrepreneur that's listening to Beauty in the City right now, for KP. And y'all most definitely, support KP, everything that he does. Amazing dude. Shout out for one, he's a great husband, great father. I was talking to him the other day. Oh man, I'm just in a stroller walking around my block. These are the type of men I want to be around. I don't need, I got partners. I love y'all, man, but I'm not with y'all. My man stay single and they doing what they do. I'm a married, dog. Like, you respect me, bro. I understand I'm married, but I can't rock with you the way you rocking like that no more. God has something different for me. But once you really understand, your job is to understand something. If you're good by yourself, you're going to be good. But the Bible says greatness comes when 2 or 3 are gathered. That means more people. Now, in this journey of greatness, you're going to meet some people that cannot fit. That's okay. You eliminate that, process that, do an inventory check, and keep it popping. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a team. You got a cool 3 or 4 hey, you can do some things. Then I think another one comes in. Man, it's just an orchestra at that. Violins, drums, and get it popping and just start playing, right? And sometimes it takes a little time because people don't want to work these days. I get it. But there's somebody hungry out there. I told KP the other day, he was like, man, so what you think, man? This is my opinion. He's like, man, you think I should go on Indeed? No disrespect to Indeed. Shout out to y'all. Like, that's dope. But my thing is, tell me if this makes sense, bro. If you are looking for a job, why are you looking for a job? Like, people their jobs are everywhere. That person that's looking for a job, there's a reason why they looking for a job. People that need a job, you can go on and get a job tomorrow. What you got to do is go, I call it the draft pick. Somebody out there working. You already seeing working. If we're trying to hire somebody for the NFL, we want a football player, we're going to go to the college games and be like, yo, number 7, number 14, number 21, we fit to holler at them. Holler at them, draft, put them on the team, and pay them. Pay them so good, they're scared to leave you. That's what people do every day.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I get to work. Downstairs, I interviewed almost everybody, bro. I'm like, yo, on Thursday, what today? Today's Thursday? Mm-hmm. At 6 o'clock downstairs, we're on top of Glorious. It's the same crew. Most of them work at GMC. And I'm like, yo, how long you been working there? 7 years, 13 years, 20 years, 22 years. Anybody work from GMC? Y'all been working there forever. And I was like, yo, how does that work? And what I found out was GMC got dope benefits and they pay them good. But this the crazy thing. Did y'all know that there's like a hospital nurse inside of GMC, inside the plant? Because if they pass out, they got to catch them. So that means there's people that will work. You just got to draft them.
Yeah.
Shout out to the draft picks. Let's go.
Alrighty. So, Destiny, I would love to be part of your team.
Yeah.
I know your vision is good. I know you're very, very smart at what you're doing. And I just want to let you know that I am solely committed on putting your product in my store. And I'm solely committed to giving you 2-3 other opportunities as well.
Pow.
Like, I know that I can make that happen. It's just a simple, I could put in a group message. Hey, this is Destiny. She's part of the clique. Black owned. She's going to your store. Make some room for her. Done.
Powerful.
It's that done. I'm amazed. It takes a lot for me to be inspired, and it takes a lot for me to actually pay attention to people's introduction. And I get it. Kind of like, a multi-millionaire celebrity that you met. So, man, when you told me the story, and when he came up to me, your husband came to me, I was shocked. I was like, man, let's do this. So to be the first one to be in a beauty supply store.
And we got to document it on video.
We're live.
You can't get my sister's her stuff right now in Unique Beauty, man. Let's go.
Man.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I met KP about 3 months ago. You know why I really want to, because I had to rock with this. My daughter is everything to me. She was born on my birthday. She was my birthday gift, right? And she's a cosmetologist. And when I met him, he embraced my daughter so amazing, just poured into her. And I said, man, that's what's up. He's like, man, you're going to be amazing. You're going to be great. You're going to do this. I'll help you with everything. You got products. I'll put you on side. I ain't never seen nobody do that, because she does do wigs. She is a stylist. She's dope. Shout out to JC Styles. Y'all go follow my baby girl. And I seen the connection as mentorship for my daughter for product, because that's what she want to do. And I say, man, you gotta rock with that. So I love the fact that y'all are coming back from the Barner Brothers. That means that you are ready to expand and explore more options. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. And I appreciate the opportunity to even be here today. And more so important, the opportunity to even be able to be in your stories, because that's one of the things that's on my list. It's like, a dream come true for me to be able to have that opportunity and do that. So it means a lot. Thank you.
Fair enough. Well, you know, I do have one more question, but I want to give some time. I want to let all your customers, if your customers are watching right now, which they will be watching, what do you have to say to your customers?
I would say, everybody, you can follow me at Diamond Dior Hair Collections on Instagram. I'm on Facebook at Diamond Dior Hair Collections. And if you would like to purchase any of the products, you can reach me at Diamond Dior Hair Collections with a K.com on my website.
That's it. And that's powerful, man.
That's super powerful.
I'm just so blessed to have you in the studio. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to put this stuff in. I'm gonna make sure this thing sells out very fast.
That's powerful.
You're gonna re-up on that all the time.
How you saying that is just powerful.
I believe in it. I really do. I believe in it. And not many beauty supply owners give these opportunities. But again, I'm not here to take people's money. I'm just here for opportunity and branding. Branding is everything.
Yeah.
You never know who goes in. I have multiple different type of people that go in my store, but you just never know who walks in that store and said, "You got any more than where is this? Where did you get this? I need to." And they might know somebody that takes you straight to New York to all the shows. I mean, you just never know. And I just want to be a part of it. I would love to be a part of your team. Can I please be a part of your team?
Absolutely.
So I got a couple questions. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
All right, a couple questions. Number one, do you do all your own marketing, branding, or do you have somebody that does that for you, or is a team coming?
So
Your website, etc. All that.
So to be honest with you guys, I am hands-on with a lot of my stuff, but also in return, my husband helps me. My husband helped me with my website.
Good.
I pretty much make like my own flyers and stuff like that. But again, my husband helps take the pictures.
Good.
He helps promotion and marketing and all that stuff. So
My brother doing his thing.
Right.
I got the A-list photography.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, cool. Now, the second question was, when you were at the Barney Brothers Hair Show, about how many people was there, you think?
Millions.
Millions?
Millions. It was a 3-day event. Actually, it's Monday. I take that back. It was a 4-day event because they had classes. They had different hair battles. They had different shows. They had just the open floor for you to be able to go in and shop with different businesses. Of course, a lot of cosmetology students were there. So it was barber. It was beauty. It was clothing lines. It was a little some of everything.
So, and watch how powerful this is. Yeah, guys, I don't know the answers, but I just want to go there. So there was over 1 million people there, what you would say. Now, out of 1 million people that were there, did you meet anybody that had their own beauty supply store?
No.
That's crazy. I need you to focus, and I need you to isolate. I need you to understand, and I need you to identify how amazing God is for you. Nothing to do with me at all. Nothing to do with him. He's just a vessel. I'm a vessel. Your husband's a vessel. But right now, for you to understand, you just left somewhere where you paid, and it was 1 million people, and you met no beauty supply owners to put your product on their shelf. I didn't know the answer to this. I was like, I'm just thinking like, yo, does she got a, and you is somebody in your city that you reached out to. And thank God I was watching, because he had to hire a team, because he's a very busy man. Mm-hmm. And he used my fingers to come bring you, and he brought, and that's how, but that don't have nothing to do with me. That's when God do it, he do. And I'm just looking at what's going on. So y'all union is harvest season. Whatever y'all been doing good, and this is good ground. I just want to identify that. And today is a good day for you. Wow. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I didn't mean to get too deep, but
Nigga always trying to get it deep.
All right, look. Also, public service announcement. We definitely want to invite you and your husband. 6/11/23.
Yep.
Is that June?
June 11th.
June 11th, 2023. The Beauty in the City Award and after party in Arlington, Texas. So y'all most definitely check out some highlight reels that we're going to identify, and we want you to vote on who's your favorite product, who's your favorite stylist, who's your favorite braider, who's your favorite lash tech, cosmetologist, period. And then we're going to award you in a ceremony because you deserve your flowers right now. And want to identify for you and your husband to come out and come kick with us. We got a lot of people coming. And definitely, if y'all can come out rock with us, it'll mean a lot to Mr. Kevin Polite because we're honoring 2 years in business for Unique Beauty, man. Shout out to you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. I will say this, having this ceremony on 6/11/2023, it's going to mean a lot to me because I know for a fact that a lot of people go through a lot of ups and downs to be successful in this business. This is a multi-billion-dollar business, and to be a part of it, it's going to be good and it's going to be bad that comes along during the timeline. But I want to honor all those people who are involved. I want to show you my real honest appreciation of what you do to build other people's confidence up in the United States of America. You deserve it. Guys, thanks again. Beauty in the City. Shout out to all the people in the city. See you next time.
Let's go.